This is Peace News Now. Today is Monday, April 29th, 2013. Silver is trading at $24 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at $146 per Bitcoin. David Grumpert wrote an excellent article at thecompletepatient.com. Now that a Wisconsin judge has rejected raw milk farmer Vernon Hershberger's religious freedom arguments, his trial looks likely to go forward as scheduled beginning May 20th. As the proceedings draw closer, we will no doubt hear much from the local media that this is a case about food and dairy licensing and Hershberger's refusal to obtain essential licenses. Hershberger is accused of 4 criminal misdemeanors: failing to have a retail food establishment license, operating a dairy farm as a milk producer without a license, and operating a dairy plant without a license, though Wisconsin issues no licenses for raw milk producers. The 4th accusation is that Hershberger violated a holding order from the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection in June 2010 when he cut the agency tape, shuttering his farm store, and resumed serving his food club customers. But the technical legalities of the case fail to convey that, at its heart, this is a political case rather than a legal case. Most fundamentally, this case is about whether Hershberger has the right to distribute food privately to individuals who have contracted with him without regulatory interference. The reason this case is so important politically is that it isn't just about whether Hershberger has the right to distribute food privately, it's about whether all of us have this right on either end of this equation, to distribute food privately or to contract with producers to obtain food privately. If Hershberger loses, not only could he go to jail for selling milk, but regulators everywhere will lick their chops and go after private food more aggressively than ever. The huge implications and arrogance of this government assertion are gradually dawning on growing numbers of people, to the extent that food rights is evolving into a major political issue. The extent to which it's becoming a major political issue may become apparent the week of May 20th, when Hershberger's trial opens in the small town of Baraboo, Wisconsin. The trial so far is scheduled to run the entire week of May 20th and include some 70 witnesses. I wouldn't be surprised if it runs longer given the intensity of the arguments. Hershberger supporters from around the country will be attending the trial, including Virginia farmer Joel Salatin, California raw dairy owner Mark McAfee, Michigan pig farmer Mark Baker, cornucopia director Mark Castle, Indiana Sheriff Brad Rogers, Maine food sovereignty activist and farmer Deborah Evans, Los Angeles food rights lawyer Ajna Sharma Wilson, and yours truly, among many others. Make your plans now to attend at least some of the trial. There will be related events and discussions about food rights led by various supporters. The Farm Food Freedom Coalition has been helping coordinate preparations, and several groups and sites are following the trial. There's a Facebook page as well, with updates about the trial location and related events. Donations to help support Hershberger's legal defense can be made through a link in these show notes. Are you tired of the US government killing people around the world? Are you tired of having to pay for their murderous rampage? Are you tired of feeling helpless to do anything about it? Well, now there's something you can do. It's called Bitcoin. Bitcoin is money that is impossible for the government to control. Bitcoin is impossible to be counterfeited or inflated. Bitcoin is simply a peer-to-peer protocol, so it is impossible for anyone to shut it down, block it, or control it in any way. If you want to see an end to the government inflating the dollar to pay for murder, then you need to start using Bitcoin today. To learn how, visit weusecoins.com. RT.com reports that the Canadian government has hilariously demanded that Bitcoin users pay 2 different types of taxes, depending on how they use the new currency. Bureaucrats want some of your money if you use Bitcoins to buy goods and services, and they want some if their currency depreciates in the time you were holding Bitcoin. This greedy and thoughtless money grab would slow down and cause impossible calculations for users of the currency, and will certainly be completely ignored by almost everyone. Since it is possible to transact Bitcoins anonymously, people will hide their money from authorities better and more completely than even gold or silver, as millions of dollars can be stored on a single, simple, paper wallet. And while you're laughing at bureaucrats' petty attempts to collect other people's money, remember to write to Rich Paul, the freedom activist who is in jail awaiting sentencing for the crime of selling medicine. Although he hurt no one, he faces punishment of up to 81 years in prison. You can write to Rich at mailtojail.com. This has been Peace News Now, your daily update on the peaceful evolution. For links and videos, subscribe to PNN at youtube.com/peacenewsnow. For peacenewsnow.com, I'm Derek J, reminding you that peace is the way.